Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 1/1/2025. Waited a long time to say that. We made it. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. I'm singing Shania Twain. This is how you know that I don't edit this. I went with that and I'm sticking with it. Okay, it's enough of Shania. New year, new man. Get started. I'm not going to try to do anything different. Nothing wrong with a good start or a great start or a terrible start. You got to treat every start the same. It's the finish that really makes a difference. You have a whole year now, starting at 2025, to make up for what you did today. Make sure you end well, though. For the last several weeks, I've been getting hints. I watch astrology stuff. There's different synchronicity things that I look into. And there's been this common theme that there's a fated meeting with an old friend. And that's basically how it's been described. There's this restaurant that I've been looking at since I've been here in my relocation. My first day I saw it. It's called the Fox's Trail. Is the plural of foxes fox? Or is fox got a plural of foxes, floxes? Are we going to do this all over again with the whole gibberish? I'm going to try to center up. January 1st. So there's this place called the Fox's Trail. It's got a picture of a fox on it. And the first day I went by it, I saw it and I'm like, I kind of want to go there, but I've got a lot to do today. I'm going to save that. And then I just kept saving it. And I was waiting for the right time. And I decided a couple days ago that I'm going to just do that on New Year's Eve. I'll go to the Fox's Trail. I've been looking at going to this place. This has been for like 4 months. I've shown great restraint. Anyways, my plan on the day was to really spend a lot of time outside if I could have, but it was all rainy and cold. So it changed my plans. And I spent a lot of time inside working on just different things with myself. And so then I planned for I was going to do a late lunch. Instead, I decided to do a little earlier lunch because it was a pivot. I went to town, I walked to town, and it was not that cold and rainy. It was decent enough for me to be able to walk. And I was going to take the bus, but I just thought the timing of it wasn't working. So it's not that long of a walk. Not that it's not that big of a deal to walk in the cold rain. Some people do that. I actually sang in the rain a little bit. Sang in the rain. I did sing. I do that. I'll be walking along and I'll be like, bump ba-dum, bump ba-dum, 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 bump, bump. Even when it's cold. I don't know why that's a big deal, but I think that when you start doing it in the street, people might think you're weird. So I think we should be able to do it though. Why can't we just I'm not bothering anybody. Why can't I just do a little routine? There's nobody outside. It's cold and rainy. Anyways, I did do a little bit of that as I was going along when nobody was looking. But my plan was to go to the crystal shop, and it was closed for the holidays, which was cool. I don't have a problem with that at all, and I should have checked, but I didn't. I was going to buy a couple crystals, even though I said I was trying not to buy any more crystals. There were a couple that I've been called to get. There's just a lot of crystals in the world. And so it was closed. So my plan was to go there, then go to the Y, then go eat lunch, then go home, because that's kind of how it would follow the path. But the crystal shop is closed. I was hungry. I'm like, I don't want to go to the Y and then go to the eat. I'm going to just go eat now. So I went to the Fox's Trail, and there's a mural on the side of the building. It's beautiful, actually. I'd never seen it before. And it had nothing to do with foxes, or maybe it does. It's enlightenment. It's this guy that's basically sitting there with his head up, which I obviously vibe with, and all these colors coming off of him with their auras. Very cool looking, so I looked at that for a minute. And then when I walked in, I was immediately like, what the fuck? Like, I knew right when I walked in, I felt it. And I'm not trying to put too much like emphasis on this person because um, it has nothing really to do with them other than they represent God in that moment in my life. Like, because they were turned that way, but I like immediately knew, like when I walked in, holy shit, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? I said I wasn't going to say the F-bomb, but it's hard not to because I was just literally like floored. I almost wanted to turn around because I was just like, whoa, what the, wait a second. Because I made plans to come there in just the way that it was. To be clear, this is a married woman and we have no romantic relation at all. And this has nothing to do with her. She's just an old friend that when I had been thinking about this person they were talking about, because of my logic and where I am in my proximity in my life, she was on my mind. But I think everybody has a little bit of that in their life. Anyways, there she was in this place that I'd been waiting for to come to at this very specific time. And it was truly like all of it in 1 second was like a dream. Like it was a confirmation. Like, I don't like to say God because I don't really like the terminology of it, but it was literally like everything that I'd been all my questions were like, there you go. What now? And that's literally where I was standing like, now what? So now I got to walk up to knowing exactly. So I played it cool. I let her recognize me. I was like, what's up? And I was like, long time no see. Played it off a little bit. Said I was a magician or something. Just I was rattled. And just trying to like stay focused. You're like at the first tee in a big golf tournament. Now on the tee from Kokomo, Indiana, David Clark. Don't hit it out of bounds. Don't hit it out of bounds. Don't hit it out of bounds. Don't knock it off the tee. Don't knock it off the tee. Pre-shot routine. Pre-shot routine. Anyways, it's not, because you don't want to tell everybody you just found God. You don't want to be like, hey guys, this is what just happened. It's just, you didn't want to ruin the moment either. So anyways, for me, it was very gratifying and I just kind of relaxed. And I was like, this old friend confirmed this to me. And everything I've done up to this point and everything has been gratified to me as being worth it. The encounter was innocent. To be clear, like I said, she's a married woman that I have no romantic relations with. And we exchanged pleasantries and enjoyed each other's company, and we parted ways and went to be on our own lives and probably won't talk to each other again. Or maybe we do. If we do, it's just a matter of maybe I made everything very uncomfortable with this, but it was really more about my relationship with my creator than anything. And it was showing the synchronicity of it. And I felt contentment. And it was a very mystical day for me. I would probably screw things up if things were different anyways. And this way, I get to just kind of enjoy the connection and enjoy the confirmation. I also bumped into an old friend of my dad's, which worked for our golf course when I was there and was there after I left, and really enjoyed reminiscing. It reminded me how much I love my dad. I got a lead on some things. Everything is coming together, like in lining up for me in my life. And it's a little intimidating, but I'm just trying to stay focused on the turning away from the pain downtrodden and the words they say, which we won't understand. Don't accept that what's happening is just a case of other suffering. Or you'll find that you're joining in the turning away. That's my favorite song. Favorite book, Grapes of Wrath. That's what I used to say. I did like that book. It was very impactful. Favorite movie, A River Runs Through It, just because Robert Redford has a cool voice. No, that's probably the movie I would identify with as being my favorite. Favorite color, black. Favorite car, Jaguar. I think I'd want like a blue Jaguar though, or maybe a silver. Favorite band, Van Halen. I mean, just because it was, my life was really identified by, I'm the ice cream man, stop me when I'm passing by. I mean, it literally says my name in the song. What if the origami rituals, you know, the little thingies that we made with paper and the choices of chance, you know how you put colors and numbers and you do it and you'd have all these different questions that you'd ask and you write it down. What if they actually came true and we don't remember? Like we were doing so many of them, but one of them actually came true, and that's your friend. Your life is because you chose 7, and that's how many husbands you're gonna have in a shack with a bicycle. Bicycle, bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride my bike. Have you ever listened to that song? It's very enlightening. I mean, holy cow. Freddie Mercury, it's that last name. Also, if you didn't know this, he is of, what's the name of it? Where he is, the religion. I can't think of it. I went off script. It's very important though. Anyways, it's like the origin of Christianity in some people's belief, or at least the origin of monotheism. And I can't think of the name. So those in comments want to leave what the name of Freddie Mercury's religion is. Or you can look it up and then look into it because it's an important one. Another one bites dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites dust. And another one down, and another one down. I've paid my dues. Time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my shafts and kicked in my face, but I've come through. 2025 is the year of the follow through. I can totally not do Freddie Mercury. I'm not trying to, but he's got a lot of great words. I'm going to follow through with this way that I talk of in 2025. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow through. I have not been great about my follow through. That's my main goal. And I think it could be very promising. So, Clarky following through. The way is great. The Tao is great. Do great. Be great.